Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this Forex weekly analysis, we'll be looking at the Euro USD, the Pounds USD, USDJPY, Australia USD, Gold, US30, and BTC. So I'll be breaking down the key levels and area of interest and what we're expecting from the market this week. So let's dive straight to the charts. Let's start our analysis with the Euro USD. Euro USD on my daily charts close on a resistance level, which price closed on this strong resistance level, which signify we're expecting price to retest back to this daily support level, and a break of this support level might push price further back to this support level. Then if price fail to break this level, this might push price back to the top. So Euro USD on the daily close on this support, and this support is strong level. So long price close on this support, we are expecting price to push lower this week. So let's look at the trend on the Euro USD. So on my Euro USD, the trend of the market on Euro USD still remain on the sideways trend on the daily chart. But what about the inner structure on the Euro USD? We have a uptrend structure, inner structure, which is we have this lower low, then we have a higher low, then higher low, then higher low. So this is an indication of a bullish momentum for inner structure. So long we have this bullish momentum for buying opportunity, we expect price to come to this area, then we'll start looking for possible buy to the top. So let's look at the weekly charts to confirm this opportunity, this buying opportunity. So on my weekly chart, we can clearly see that Euro USD closed on this resistance level, which is this resistance level. So long price closed on this resistance level, then price converted this support level, which is this resistance level, into a support level, and price convert this level into a support level also. So what we expect on the weekly chart, from the weekly, we expect price to retest this level, then we can start looking for possible buying opportunity to the top. So let's look at the trend of the weekly charts on the Euro USD. If you look at the chart of the Euro USD on the weekly chart, you can see that we see our price on a range. So long we see our price on this range, for major buy, we expect price to break above this high, then we expect more buying opportunity. For major sell, we need price to break below this level, then we expect more sell to the downside. So the major trend on Euro USD on the weekly chart still remain on the sideways trend. So we don't have clear major trend on the weekly chart for the Euro USD yet. But this week we see expect price to retest before see any further buy on the Euro USD. So let's go to the daily chart of the Euro USD. So long price close on this support level on the Euro USD. Our job is to sell the Euro USD from this resistance level to this support level or this support level. Then if we see price fail to break this level down, we'll start looking for possible buying opportunity to the top for the Euro USD. So let's look at our next pair, which is the dollar index. But before we look at the dollar index, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more trading tips and forex analysis. So on the daily chart, we can clearly see that we have this dollar index close on a support level, which is we have price close on this support level, which is this support level. The long price close on this support level, this indicates reversal of price back to this next resistance level on the dollar index. So long price close on this support, there's every chances of price moving back to this resistance level. Then if price fail to break this resistance level, see price pushing back lower for the dollar index. So let's look at the weekly time frame to confirm the dollar index move this week. So on my weekly time frame, we can clearly see that we have price close on the support level. We have price close on this weekly support level. So long price close on this weekly support level, this is a sign that we expect price to retest this level before we start looking for possible sell. But a break of this level might trigger more buy for the dollar index. So we can see that the dollar index on the weekly charts close on a support level. This is a sign of price reversal back to resistance level. So let's look at the structure of the dollar index on the weekly chart. We can clearly see that the dollar index structure on the weekly chart still remain on a range. For us to see major sell, we need price to break below this level. We need price to break below this level, then expect more than. For the major buy, we expect price to break above this high before we see a major buy on the dollar index. So we have to wait for this major break for us to see major movement on the dollar index. So let's go back to the daily chart of the dollar index. So on my daily chart, we can clearly see that the dollar index is currently on a support level, daily support and also a weekly support, which signify we are expecting price to reverse back to this resistance level. If price can break this resistance level, this may push price more further to the top. Then if price fail, this may push price to resume downtrend. So let's wait for price reaction from this level. Then a break of this level might push more higher. Then if price fail, we'll start looking for more selling opportunity for the dollar index. So we expect the dollar index to strong this week before we see any form of weakness on the dollar index. So let's look at our next pair, which is the pounds USD. The pounds USD on my daily chart still remain on a sideways trend. We can see we still have price close on this resistance level. So we have price close on this resistance level and this resistance level. So long we have price close on this resistance level, this is an indication of price reversal for the pounds USD. So we expect price to drop back to this support level. A break of this support level may push price lower to this support level. And let's look at the trend of the pounds USD on the daily chart. The pounds USD on the daily chart we still have this structure on the pounds USD, which is we have this higher high, then we have series of lower high, series of lower high. So long we have this series of lower highs, this indicates more of the bearish trend on the pounds USD. So seeing price on this support level also on this resistance level also indicates a reversal of trend on the pounds USD to the downside. So let's confirm this move from the weekly time frame. But before we do that, if you are serious about your trading career and you want to take your trading career to the next level, you can book for my one-on-one mentorship. The link is in the description below. Then you can also get my video courses. The link also in the description below. So let's look at the pounds on the weekly time frame. On my weekly time frame, we can clearly see that the pounds USD closed on this resistance level. So long price close on this resistance level, this is an indication of price reversal for the pounds USD, which might trigger pounds to this support level or this support level. So we are expecting pounds to drop this week because we can see that on the weekly time frame, we can see that pounds close on the resistance. On the daily time frame, pounds also close on the resistance level. So long we have this indication of reversal on the pounds USD, we have to look out for selling opportunity on the pounds USD. So let's look at the trend of the pounds USD on the weekly time frame. So on my weekly time frame, we can clearly see that we see have pounds on this range. So long price remain on this range, it shows that the pounds USD remain on the sideways trend. So we need price to break below this level for us to see major sell. Then we also need price to break above this high for us to start looking for major buy on the pounds USD. So our job this week is to wait. Is either we break this level or we break above. So let's wait for price to break out of this level. But this week, so long price close on resistance level, we have to look out for sell on the pounds USD. So let's go back to the daily chart. We can clearly see that on the daily chart now, the pounds close on resistance, while on the weekly chart, price also close on resistance level. This indicates selling opportunity coming for the pounds USD this week to this next support level. So let's look at our next pair, which is the Australia USD. Australia USD on my daily chart close on resistance level. you can clearly see that price break out of this major structure level. A break of this structural level, you can see that price retested this resistance level, this resistance level. This signifies price reversal back to this support level. And if price can break this support level, we might see further sell for the Australia USD. But if price fail, this might trigger more buying opportunity for the Australia USD. So our job now is to wait, is to sell the Australia USD from to this level, and if we see a break, we'll continue to sell. But if price fail, we can start looking for buying opportunity to the top. So let's confirm this trend from the weekly time frame. So on my weekly time frame, we can clearly see that the Australia USD closed on a resistance level. So long price closed on resistance level on the Australia USD, we are to look at for selling opportunity on the Australia USD. From the weekly time frame, we also have a support at this area. So we are to sell from this level to this level. If price break this level, this might trigger more sell for the Australia USD to this next support level. So our job now is to follow the instruction of the market and do what the market says, not what we think the market will do. So let's go back to our daily chart. So we have to look out for possible sell to this next support. Then if price fail, we start looking for buying opportunity for the Australia USD. So let's look at our next pair, which is the USDJPY. The USDJPY, on my daily chart, we can clearly see that price still remain on a range. We can see we have price still close inside this circle. So we need price to break out of this level before start making any major big move on the USDJPY. So once we see a break, we start looking for major sell. Then once we see a break high, we start looking for major buy. So for now, we don't have clear direction on the daily chart. So let's confirm if there's any strong buying opportunity from or selling opportunity from the higher time frame. Let's go to the weekly time frame. So on my weekly time frame, we can clearly see that we have price on this support level on the weekly time frame. Then we also have price on this resistance level. So this shows that we have price on a neutral level. So the weekly also is not that clear for us to buy or sell the USDJPY. So long the weekly is not that clear or not clear for buy and sell, we have to wait for clear direction for the USDJPY. So let's wait for price to break out of this zone, then we'll start looking for our possible selling opportunity on the USDJPY. So let's look at our next pair, which is the gold USD. The gold USD, on my daily chart, you can see we have the major structure, which is we have this higher high, then we have this lower high, then we have this lower high. So long we have price creating this series of lower high, we still have the major structure of the gold on the downtrend. But we have an inner structure, which is we have this lower low, then higher low, then higher low. So long we have this inner structure higher low, this indicates we still expect possible buying opportunity for gold to this next resistance level. Then we can start looking for sell for the gold USD. So if we are to sell now, if we are to buy now, we need price to come to a support level. This area might be a good area for us to start looking for the buy to the top for the gold USD. So let's confirm this trend from the weekly time frame. On my weekly time frame, we can also see that we see our price on this area, which is this support area. So we expect price to still come to this next resistance level. So we still need more of buy on the gold USD. So let's go back to the daily time frame. So we have to wait for price to come to a good support level before start looking for possible buying opportunity for the gold USD. But if we see price close below this support level, this support level, we might trigger more sell opportunity on the gold USD. So we have to wait for strong levels for us to buy or sell the gold USD. So let's look at our next pair, which is the BTCUSD. The BTCUSD still remain on a sideways trend. We can clearly see that we see half price still remain on a sideways trend on the BTCUSD. If you watch my previous analysis on the BTCUSD, I said I expect price to move to this resistance level, and you can clearly see that price is currently on that particular resistance level. So what do we expect from this area? We need price to break above, then we start looking for buy. Then if price fail, we need price to come below. Before a break of this low, this might trigger more of this bearish trend for BTCUSD. So we need BTC to break out of this level for us to secure strong buy movement or selling opportunity, strong sell and strong buy. So let's confirm the BTC move from the weekly time frame. Let's go to the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, the BTCUSD closed on this resistance level. We have price on this resistance level, which might trigger a reversal of the BTC back to this support level, and a break of this support might trigger more sell for the BTCUSD. Then let's look at the trend of the BTCUSD on the weekly time frame. You can see we have this higher high, then we have a lower high, then lower high. So this is an indication of more bearish opportunity on the BTCUSD. Let's go back to the daily chart. So on my daily chart now, we can clearly see that price closed on resistance on the daily chart. On the weekly chart also, price also closed on a resistance level. So what do we expect now? We expect the BTC to drop. We expect BTC to drop back to this support level or this support level. But a break of this major level might trigger the major sell on the BTCUSD. So we have to wait for a clear break for us to sell the BTC to the downside. So let's be patient, wait for a good setup for us to make our decision on the BTCUSD. So let's look at our next pair, which is the US30. US30 on the daily chart have this uptrend structure. We can see we have lower low, then higher low, then higher low, then higher low. So long we have this uptrend structure, this is a sign of price is shift towards to uptrend which is a bullish move for the US30. So long we have this bullish momentum for the US30, we can't buy from this resistance level and this resistance level. All we need from the US30, we need price to come to this support level. If price hold on this support level, we can start looking for buy to the top. So our scenario for this week remain on the buy, but we need price to come to this support level. So wait for price to come to this area for start looking for the sell opportunity. But if price break this level, this might trigger more sell for the US30. So let's confirm these trends from the higher time frame. So on my higher time frame, we can clearly see that price closed on the resistance level, which shows that US30 we expect it to drop back to this support level, this weekly support level. And if price fail, this might trigger price back to the top. But the price break, we might see more sell for the US30. So long price close on resistance level on the daily chart and on the weekly chart, this is a sign of we're expecting a bearish move for the US30 this week. So we have to sell the US30 to this support level. So if price break, we start looking for more sell, but if price fail, we start looking for buy for the US30. So if you find this analysis helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more trading tips and forex analysis. You can also watch my previous video at the top where I break down what happened last week on EURUSD, the pounds USD. So see you in my next video.